Hi, my name's Susan Sage. I'm a portrait artist based out of Washington. I'm from Alaska originally. I've been painting with acrylic. I do portraits, and I've been doing that since I was a child. I got really into painting when I was 12. Before that, I'd typically done charcoal portrait drawings, and I do detailed people, and that was what I got the positive feedback on. And then I started just making abstract paintings for freedom and color, and it wasn't until I was probably 18 that I decided to marry the two and have more fun with painting and teach myself how to paint people and leave behind the charcoal commissions I was doing. I got pretty burnt out on drawing at that point. So that's when I decided to focus on painting portraiture. And so it was a career for me more than a hobby. I was making money from my art from the time I was 18, and when I was learning to paint people, I was treating my commissions as if they were opportunities to learn and get paid at the same time. So I think that my focus on making money from my art definitely influenced what I choose to paint. That someone without that pressure might have experimented more than I did, but I was just narrowing in more and more on what I knew would sell because I needed to make money, and I couldn't really afford to spend time painting things that wouldn't sell. So at this point, I pretty well know what will sell. So my style is, because it's portraits, I'm kind of tricking people into putting paintings of strangers on their walls. So I try to make my paintings pretty easy on the eye and not too confrontational, not too many where someone's looking at the viewer, and I just make all these sorts of choices. I also want it to be ambiguous, the time and place. One of my goals maybe is to have it look like it's an heirloom or an antique and not be easy to place what era it's taking place in. And so I also think that sells better, but that is what I prefer as well. That's what I would want on my wall. And so I learned painting from all the hours I've just been putting in. I paint probably every day, maybe not 8 hours a day, but at least a few every day. And then if it's just not happening that day, then that's when I go to the store. But otherwise, I approach every day as if I'm gonna paint. And so that's how I learned. I think I just put a lot of hours in, but I've also always had a natural ability to mimic anything I see. So in art, so I could copy anything and borrow that way. And I also always had strong opinions about what part of a painting I liked and what part I didn't when I was looking at art in museums and such, and I could see what I liked, what I didn't, what parts I liked, what I wanted to try to incorporate into my art. And then if I pull it up and look at it and try to paint that way, then I can do it. So that's another way I learned, is sort of by copying. I didn't study art in a university. I did go to college, but by that time I was in too deep with art. I was in a daze when I was in my night classes. I got a degree in psychology, of all things. I was just, at that point I wasn't gonna be good for anything else. I was only interested in art, but I did finish. I was only gonna be an artist. But yeah, my feelings about Paintmood. Well, I love this account. The influences are right up my alley with the curated feed. And I also just think it's important for me to be protective over what I take in, because I never know what's gonna come out. And when I'm painting, if I've been looking at a bunch of images that aren't inspiring to me, it could come out anyway if that's what I'm taking in. So I really try to take in things that I think are beautiful and inspiring and have some freshness and some freedom in it, where it feels good in my mind. And yeah, Cuno Amiet, Van Gogh, those are the artists that really unblock me, and that's what you guys seem to feature the most, and I love that, so thank you.